imagine. Close. Imagine he's got some new stock today. Another dire wolf. Oh god, that's the horde from before. They've just dispersed behind the place. Anything you want to contribute to my... Nope. Nobody wants to contribute to my dealer run. There's a lot of dire wolves out today. That is a little bit astounding. How much money do we have? We're kind of low. Oh no, we got 10,000. I need to go back into the pharmaceutical building because there's a lot of businessmen in there, zombies that spawn, and they usually carry cash. I see an animal run by. Anything good today?
Yep, what do you want?
How about... There we go, getting the barter up. I think I need barter of 40 before... Man, he's taking 10 apiece for him now. So for anyone wondering why I'm selling them one at a time, because as my barter skill goes up, I get a better price for each hide. If I sell them all at once, I think I don't get a better price. You have over 40,000 after 2 treasure found. Maybe I ought to do a treasure hunt. We haven't found any maps lately, have we? Got a switch. Get my barter skill up to 40, then I can get the second level secret stash. Get the cash. Come on, I need one more point. Bastard. Anything else to really sell? Trigger plate, switch, vending machine, wrench. Got a full-on chainsaw. Bow parts. Wooden roofing. I actually don't know if I have that.
Cha-ching! Thanks, buddy.
Do I have that skill? I think I might, actually. Yeah, I got that one. Alright. Yeah, I need one more point, and I think I can get... No, wait, I can't. Oh, no, wait, that's for Quality Joe. But I can up Quality Joe, so... do that for certain. Secret stash. One more barter point.
How about I empty your pockets?
Well, do you have anything good? It's got a shotgun, which I could disassemble. Get the part I need. Yeah, he ain't got nothing good today.
Well, how about you browse your ass right out of my store?
When do you restock? Restock is on day 67.
Well, how about you browse
Tomorrow.
your ass right out of my store?
Restocks tomorrow. By the way, I just want to check. Oh, yeah, this gotta be level 100. Okay. At least now, hopefully, I can loot some better loot. I got Quality Joe up. I wonder if Quality Joe will work better on cars. I wonder if anything works better on cars, because batteries are so hard to get. The hell? How is there animal gore here? Thought that wasn't back yet. Oh, what is that? I saw something over there. Another wolf. Holy shit. We're in Direwolf Central here. Oh, yeah. Be careful, because that's also Screamer Central over there. Man. Any Screamers on the pyramid? Need to check. I hear her. Where is she? There she is. There's another one. There's more than one. I don't think that killed her. That killed her. I'm loving this place. Oh, shit. Where's my hammer? She broke through the first layer. Yeah, it might be a good idea to get an initial layer of spikes down here. They're not going up and over it like I hoped. And maybe it's because the pyramid's so large. I mean, they are going up on it. Which, oh shit, that's scream, baby. This is... forges running side by side. They are trapping screamers like crazy. Could say that the situation is dire. No, you can't. Okay? You can't say that. There is a surprising amount of dire wolves around here. Okay, is there any... Yeah, they're not walking up and over like I thought. We may have to deploy some... May have to deploy some spikes around the base. On the upside, it seems to be keeping them off the wall. Man, yeah, 3 screamers in one zone. That's a bad day right there. That's just a bad day. On inside. Perimeter sweep, make sure nobody's in here. Whoa, what the fuck? That was a weird visual glitch. It almost looked like the area originally before we modified it. That was weird. Okie dokie. More meat. Let's go in there. Medicine in there. Yeah, we surprisingly don't have any treasure maps. Kind of surprised about that. Luna's birthday go? Went pretty alright. She spent it building the server for me. I told her not to. But her parents came out. What the hell happened here? Her parents came over on Saturday. And, come in the fridge for that. Your parents came on Saturday and one of her brothers. Went alright. We spent the day. Oh, Lord. So, I don't know if I told any of you guys this story, but, of course, we just moved in to this house this year. We haven't lived here a year yet. And, so we didn't quite know. We live in kind of townhouses, so, you know, we have connected neighbor walls, but we're on the end. And we weren't 100% sure if the area outside our fence was actually ours, between the sidewalk and our fence. Didn't know if the city owned that or if we did. And there's like, whoever lived here before us, there were like creep vines. And apparently they didn't, you know, maintain them at all. So they were just taking over. They were taking over the side of the building. They were taking over all the... They were going down our fence line, and they were pouring out onto the sidewalk. And the sidewalk is fairly wide, but they were just covering the sidewalk. So, the day before we left for vacation, we actually had a police officer come and tell us about it. And said, you know, you need to take care of that. So the day before we left on vacation, we were out there just trimming stuff back, because apparently someone called the cops. We found out later who it was, and I'll explain why that was bullshit later. So we, you know, we trimmed it back. But when her parents came on Saturday, her parents decided, well, they would help us with that. So we spent Saturday just ripping out all the vines and basically reclaiming the entire sidewalk. So we got most all the vines out. They're at least in a manageable state now. They're where they were originally planted and not clear down the fence line. I mean, whoever lived here before us did not touch them for years, because, I mean, there was dirt underneath. Dirt on top of the sidewalk. That takes years to happen. But, so yeah, we ended up spending Saturday doing that, and then she spent yesterday, which is her actual birthday. Again, I told her not to, but she spent it working on building the Conan server. Well, the Conan server was already built. She was working on getting the stream working in Windows. So there was that. But, as for the lady that called the cops on us, apparently... Now, in her defense, she is an old lady. Of course, who else would call the cops on us? And she walks with a walker. And, of course, walking is very common around here, and the store is not very far away, so she walks to the store. But, you know, of course, understandable that she wants the sidewalk cleared so she can walk on it with her walker. Well, that day, she's coming back from the store, and of course we got the sidewalk a little bit covered with piles of stuff that we're moving it away. You know, I mean, there's a whole pile of vines in our backyard right now, but you know, we had like small piles of stuff, and the lady just made this theatrical thing of being on the sidewalk trying to get around everything we were doing. Now, there was plenty of space for her, but she was being kind of theatrical about it and grumbling and all this other stuff. But right before she got to the sidewalk where we are, she was walking in the road around the corner. So basically, she walks in the road to come down to where it rounds the corner, and then she gets up on the sidewalk, which goes next to our building. So her whole complaint about walking in the road was utter bullshit, because to walk in the road, basically, the road kind of curves around, and there is a sidewalk, but it kind of cuts a long corner. So she could have walked on the sidewalk there, but she walked in the road. But she complained to us that she had to walk in the road by our place. So it's like, not only does she walk in the road when the sidewalk is accessible, she walks in the road on the most dangerous portion, which is actually around the corner. So she was really just being kind of a bitch about it, but we needed to take care of the vines anyway. So that was fine. But yeah. Yeah, it was a bit of bullshit. Yeah, she was making this whole theatrical thing about walking around the piles of mess we were cleaning up. And that was after she had just been walking in the road. It's like, you little... It was so ridiculous, it was kind of funny. Alright. I'm gonna go on a scavenging run for more batteries. Means I need to go back to that one town. Stats. Go ahead and drink now, because this will cool me down, and that place is winter. Put this concrete away. We'll put the rebar away. Spikes can go downstairs. I'm actually, if I catch her out there, because she always walks in the street, because I can see from my office window. But if I catch her, like, out there, walking in the street, I'm gonna take a photo of it. Might sound a bit mean-hearted, but, yeah, people like that annoy the shit out of me. You know, I can make a wrench. I'm gonna combine these on the workbench. Actually, I can just make a better wrench. Let's see. Wrench. What's a wrench do? 12 forged steel and 4 mechanical parts. these spikes in there. Wrench is probably gonna take too long. Wrench, yeah, that's in there. So it's gonna take a couple minutes. You're sure it's very the same there, but being older, if they complain, you're bad people, but if you complain about her, it's elder abuse. Yeah, pretty much. That's on the east wall. Hang on. Let the spikes handle that. Oh well. I mean, in the end, we had planned on taking care of the vines anyway. It's just the timing was bad because, of course, when the cops were called on us, we were one day from going on vacation. The other kind of dumb thing was, because actually on the sidewalk, some of this wood away. If there's any space for it, Jesus. There's not. But on the sidewalk, there's actually some trees that the city plants, and that's actually the city's responsibility. And in the dirt, they were just completely overgrown. So the cop actually mentioned, it's like, yeah, we know the city's not keeping up their part of the bargain, but you guys got to clear this out. And it's just like, whoa. That sounds like that's... They're beating on the spikes? Out in the morning. We'll depart and go look for some batteries. Or just car parts in general. Anything to really leave behind? Oh yeah, the wood. Which there's no space for. Sand we'll put up there. Wrench done. Look at that, beautiful. A 400 wrench. Head out the forge. As dangerous as this is, sounds like another horde out there. Nope, that's a screamer. Try to be respectful to officers. You think they're underpaid and it's a very dangerous job. Well, of course the news. Of course the news. There are a bunch of bad cops, which make the news. And there are good ones. But I'm also under the impression of any cop that doesn't speak up against bad cops is also a bad cop. And I know the good cops that speak up often get fired for speaking up, but I do try to be. I'll be respectful to any cop that is respectful to me. That's pretty much how it works. Did she see me? She's going at the wall. Of course she is. Why? Yeah, I got to get spikes around the lower section, I guess. Just, they're not going up it. I really thought they would go up it. They kind of do, but which does disperse the damage. But she is actually trying to get at the forge level, so. That was only stunned. That did not kill her. What's she doing? Can't see her. Now she's thinking about what she did. There we go. Put up any concrete I had. Eventually I'll let the heat tone down there, but we need like mass manufacturing. I mean, here's the thing. You know, cops say dangerous job. Sure, fair enough. That is true. But if everyone's afraid of cops, or, you know, think cops are dangerous, well, of course people are gonna... Shit, that's another one. Where is that? That better not be inside. How is... The fuck? Really need to get those spawn protections down. Come on. I didn't kill her. Damn it! I twitched on that one. That should have been the kill shot. Making sure. Ooh. That's a scary bit when they're inside the wall. But yeah, I mean, people are afraid of cops. They're gonna make the cops' lives more dangerous. It's sort of a bit of a mixed thing, you know? Kinda need to improve people's perspective of you so they don't think you're so damn dangerous. And that makes your life safer. Okay. I'm actually gonna put my duster on now because I want to actually get over warm. Okay, got some fuel on me. Yeah, 8,000. I forget how to honk the horn on this thing. It's not H. Today should be airdrop day too. Be my guess. A lot of popping. Respect, not scared. Also believe in your high penalties for government and public office when they do something wrong or illegal. Yeah, that would be nice. It's like always that internal investigation bullshit. It's like one of our offers did something totally illegal, so we're gonna launch an internal investigation. All that means is you ain't gonna do jack shit. The guy's gonna get off on a paid vacation or get fired and keep his pension. You know. Like, no, not an internal investigation should not be a thing. You should not be able to investigate your own department or your own people. The hell is that over there? What the fuck? Hang on, look at this. I just now noticed this. There's houses on... Hang on. We're diverting here. I want to see... Is that a trader over there? We're diverting a bit. I mean, there's houses on top of hills here. One, that's just hilarious. Oh dear. Holy shit. You know what this is? Hang on. You know what this is? This is a new chunk. This is weird. It's spawning points of interest on these things. But yeah, this is a new chunk because one of the things they said in the recent update is they kind of... Wait, that's a desert over there. Yeah, but they were reducing the amount of peaks that were happening. So this is this is like a new spawned chunk. Look at this. But they've got houses like spawning on... I'm gonna take screenshots of this, sorry. I'm sure other people probably noticed this, but... This is a bit, weird? Yeah, the points of interest seem to be spawning on... these weird... platforms. Like this I can understand happening, because they've done new land generation code. You see it, if you play Minecraft, that happens if they change the spawning. Chunk spawning, but yeah. So I get the wall happening here, even though that's now annoying, and that's gonna make getting over there completely impossible. But some of these aren't new chunks. So it has created this just really weird... Yeah, some of these bits aren't new chunks. That's just strange. Oh, that's dangerous though, because also if you... One, if you survive that drop, you're not getting back up. That's... Gonna have to work on that, maybe. Maybe that'll be a future project to try to make that part of the map accessible, because that was a desert over there, and a desert's the place I've been looking for to get sand. We've been, you know, grinding stone into sand. But also, we need to explore the map. I haven't explored the map hardly at all. Yeah, that was a weird spawning thing. I guess the houses stayed in the same place and the... Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, if maybe the points of interest were pre-generated? So like they were established when the map was created? That wouldn't make a lot of sense, but... Yeah, it almost feels like maybe that's what happened. Look at that. I see that. That's a trader over there. How do you get to that trader? I'm gonna go over there. There's a drop right there. Yeah, the new... It was meant to stop peaks on hills, but they've just totally reworked the chunk generation entirely, it looks like. Actually, it's a road up here. Hey, look at this. This is... What the hell? This has created something very, very interesting. I don't even think you can get to that guy. This is... This is so ridiculous. Look at this. You can't reach any of these places. I'm sure the 7 Days to Die forum has these pictures in it, but this is not right. They fucked something up horribly. I'm almost afraid to spawn any more chunks. I mean, let's admit, for a military camp, which is what that is, I mean, that's strategic as hell, but yeah, something's a bit fishy. You've seen this on other servers and watching streams? I mean, you see it once in a while, but I've never seen it so bad. Like, I've never seen it to the extent where it creates a literal just risen... A literal risen island just right out of the ground. I've never seen it that severe before. That makes so many points of interest now unreachable. And like this trader, how the hell am I supposed to get to him? Sure, that's gonna be the safest location ever, but there's no way to actually reach him at all without building a way up. Yeah, you'd have to build a way up. Yeah, that's a desert over there. That's one thing I wanted to see. So yeah, there's gonna be some work involved. Look at that. At least now you know where every point of interest is, because it's gonna be risen up out of the ground. Oh, Lord. In my time in playing 7 Days to Die, and all my years of playing this thus far is probably one of the more severe issues I've seen. Wow, they're just giving me an engine right off the bat. Yeah, the best place for a military base, worst for a trader, because nobody is getting up there. Absolutely nobody is getting up there. It makes me kind of afraid to explore any more of the map, because unless they're gonna fix that, because they might patch that, who knows? That means like every point of interest I find is gonna be up on some mountainside. It's not entirely ideal. It's not a good battery, but it's a battery. I know there's there's an actual bunker and there's a military base here too. I remember finding that the last time I was here. Oh. Oh no. Don't. No. That airdrop is not gonna be retrievable. There's no way I can get that airdrop, because no doubt that's going to be off a cliff. And I picked the worst day to go out. Not that I worry about airdrops. At this point, airdrops are kind of useless. Never get anything really good in them anymore. Ooh, got a purple engine, nice. I'm actually gonna replace the engine I've got. like the worst bug. It's hilarious though. We'll see if it's even possible to go after that airdrop. Ooh, is that a water treatment plant? Is that a destroyed zone? No, it's brushland, okay. Jesus! Ooh, buddy. This bug is the worst. Maybe there's a way down over here. Kinda is. Neil Armstrong. What achievement is that? Is there any way? Oh shit. This bug is so ridiculous. It's hilarious, but at the same time, just like, how am I supposed to do this? I can't go get it. I cannot go get it. This here's the old land. The old land is where I was born and raised. That there, that's the new land. No one's been there. We blocked them off with a wall, apparently. What would you call this bug? I would call it the I would call it the chunk generation bug. Because it's because the last update added new land generation, and what that does, and of course land generates in chunks. So yeah, look for like a chunk if you want to, like, if you're actually trying to look something up, look up for a chunk generation. Because yeah, that's kind of a hilariously ridiculous thing. Now, that means everywhere is going to be like that, though. That means any new exploring I do, it's on a part of the map we haven't been on, it's all going to be like that. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Oh, well. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out a way to do it. I have to, like... Ooh, that's a good battery. I have to do some, like, engineering. I think I've got roughly every car that's out in the street anyway. Oh, there's some up here. They have a built-in map editor? Not that I know of. I don't think there is one. I don't think it's possible to create custom maps at all. Ooh, that is a really shite engine. That engine is just the worst. I have to sit here and think about this, like what the best way to handle this is going to be to get to new areas. Is this guy actually coming after me? No, he's not. He hasn't seen me yet. Give me a battery right off the bat. Thought it hurt. That is a vulture. Where? Oh, it's in the distance. Make this my last car, and then I actually need to go. Good? Not really. Alright. Get in here. I'm getting cold anyway. Right, so interesting new chunk generation. Guess is they didn't quite think about that. I guess is they didn't quite think about that, maybe. Darn snow on the roads. Couldn't see where I was going. Now I'm getting warmer. I'm kind of curious about why, because I know when Alpha 16 came out, you know, they tweaked the land generation. And so a lot of what that caused was a lot of the peaks, which, you know, a lot of the maps have. They're just full of mountains. Everything's mountains everywhere. I'm curious why they bothered to change it. I mean, I know they changed some stuff for the new cities, so that the cities just aren't squares. Yeah, it's a bit weird that it's like map generation was kind of better before. Now they may have actually fixed that now, which of course, combining the new map with the old map, or the new update with our current very. Actually, I guess those. Huh. I guess those have always been there. Surely not. Surely that's new. I would have noticed that, wouldn't I have? I don't know. I can go back over the old footage. I have to go back through over my old footage and see if those peaks were always there. Maybe I just didn't notice them until today. Certain we're gonna have a zombie or two inside. Alright. Perimeter check. The zombies have spawned inside the walls. You're around. You did see someone say they seen this bug, but the main topic being discussed was another bug, so they didn't say much more. Ah. Yeah, that happens. I hate it when it's like you see someone say, I've got this bug, and you're like, I got that bug too, and then that's all you see of it. Especially if it's like from a thread from like 3 years ago, then you're like, but what happened? Did you figure it out? Did you fix it? They climb up right to this level before they start trying to bash their way in. Interesting. So they do seem to be trying to directly get to the... They seem to be trying to get directly to the forges. Take this. Once I've got loads and loads of concrete, I'll probably turn those forges off, but now we need loads and loads of concrete. Do a quick check of the generator. I know the bike needs emptied out. I need to remember to empty that out. In fact, I'll just leave my inventory kind of full, so I'll know tomorrow to come back and empty that out. But here is where I log out for today. Close this door. Alright. There we go. Yeah, the search was limited in the past month. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Oh, there we go. There's all the screenshots I took. Alright, so, as far as I know, I'll be back tonight. Be playing some Conan Exiles. Like I say, barring anything that happens, I'll let you guys know if anything changes. As long as I'm not too tired. I need to be getting enough sleep. But yeah, that's the plan for tonight. So, probably in about 6.5 hours. So, roughly the time. That's midnight my time. That's 6 p.m. on the East U.S. coast. So, kind of give you a clue on when I'll be here. People can join in if they want. I will have some certain rules for people joining in. But, yeah, no, like I say, Doob might join me tonight. So, but that's the plan. Alright, and if the stream doesn't happen tonight, which it really, really should, I'll be back tomorrow. Actually, Rick's not gonna be here. Rick's not gonna be here tomorrow, so tomorrow there's a game that I got a review key for. We'll try it out. I admittedly don't have high hopes for it just because it's a multiplayer game that apparently... It's basically what I kind of gathered from it. It's like a hide-and-seek type game, but with a horror twinge to it. But apparently it's like the servers aren't populated and there have to be so many people playing to start a game, so we'll try it out. If it doesn't work, probably play more 7 Days to Die unless I, on a whim, find something to play tomorrow. Otherwise, maybe I could do a VR thing because we haven't finished Solus Project. That involves a whole other setup, but we'll see about that. I don't know. I'll think about it tonight. Anyway, so you want to see it before you buy? Yeah, that's a good plan. All right, so that's it from me. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Much appreciated. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for chatting. I'll be back tonight with Conan Exiles. If I don't see you then I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.